This podcast is a proud member of the Lamb Podcasting Network. Find the network at largeassmovieblogs.com.
This is the Simplistic Reviews 2014 Holiday Podcast. They talk movies. They talk TV. They talk to me as if I was the Grinch in a Dr. Seuss musical. Wait. This last part is written in crayon. Who the hell has been messing with my... Oh crap.
You're a mean one.
Really?
Miss Julie.
Don't do this.
You really are a heel.
Please stop.
You're surly as a Cylon with a Terminator peel, Miss Julie.
A what?
I wouldn't touch you with a 9.5-foot pole made of adamantium steel.
Speaking of steel, get the f*** out.
Hey, put the gun down. I'm leaving.
I'm your announcer, Julie. And what the hell is a heat miser? I'll accept Santa, Rudolph, and even a talking snowman, but a mystical ogre as a holiday character is a step too far. Seriously, what the fuck 1970s? Here are your ho-ho hosts. See what I did there? Matthew Stewart, DJ Valentine, and Justin Polizzi.
Hello, Kwanzaa. This is Simplistic Reviews Podcast. I am DJ Valentine, and I'm joined by a partridge and a pear tree, Matthew Stewart, Justin Polizzi. Happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy whatever. Festivus for the rest of us. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Thank you for having us.
I'm glad you could guest star on the show,
Yes.
Justin.
I like that
I'm
green
happy
room.
to have you.
That green room you have back there. A lot of fruit and vegetables. It's kind of weird.
Who put Andy Dick back there? I didn't do that. I didn't have anything to do with that.
They call it a green room. I wish it was like a green screen room.
So we can look back in the green room.
It's like a giant It's like the giant. It's a room. So it's got the four planes, but it's just all green, and so they can like have hidden cameras back there of like people sitting in the green room, but they're actually sitting like, I don't know, where would a celebrity sit?
Like on a beach.
Yeah, on a beach.
With George Clooney before.
Or
Like, where'd this beach
snowboarding.
come from? Yes.
Some wacky times.
There should be more of that.
More of that.
We don't really have a green room here on the podcast. I guess our green room is...
Wait, hold on. Now we have a green room.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Money.
These ones and zeros.
Green for Christmas. Green. How are your holidays treating you guys so far?
Oh, they're okay. LA's on fire.
Apparently.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Justin's in the 9th level of hell.
Got cops shooting everybody.
Santa's like, ho, holy shit!
Bombs exploding. Apartments on fire. Cats and dogs living
It's
together.
finally the real Battle of Los Angeles.
I used to think they filmed movies in LA like disaster movies. Nah, it's like
It's all reality.
reality television. They've been doing reality television for years. Every time we do the show, Justin, it's always like, hey, riot. Hey, around Donald Sterling.
Yeah.
Hey, exploding buildings.
A lot of good stuff going on.
Hey, mudslides.
Oh, what was I? Right before we got on, I was just going through Twitter really quick.
Yes.
So they're doing a. Well, maybe we'll get into this, but I just want to see if you guys saw it. They're doing the Krypton show on Sci-Fi.
It's on the list. Okay. Speaking of which, let's just get to the fucking brass tacks. Julie, hit the music.
Most people spin dreidels during the holidays. These schmucks spin one with random Hollywood news etched in the side. It's Simplistic Showcase.
All right, it's time for a Simplistic Showcase, and usually, as you heard Julie right, usually we have a big, giant, $7 million Price is Right wheel. This, because it's the holiday season and we have a Jew on board, we're going to be spinning a dreidel. So,
Golden coins.
yes,
filled
there we
with
go.
chocolate.
Justin, you get the
Crack.
first turn. Whatever the dreidel lands on, you have etched some stories on the side of them. Whatever it lands on, you get to talk about.
Man.
If you want to pass and spin it again, you
Correct.
can do that. But if it lands on it, the next one you spin on will be the one you have to talk about.
Sounds familiar. Sounds like we've done this
Oh
before.
man.
Sounds like we've done this
I
3
can't
times
believe
already.
you guys like did the dreidel for me. That's
Just for you,
something else.
just for you.
Thanks.
I actually, the wheel is
Am I
broken,
allowed to
so
touch
you
this?
decided-
Like, is that...
Yeah, you can touch it.
Well, if you touch it and you don't burst into
Flames?
like a giant menorah candle.
Well, technically he's in LA, so he's already bursting into flames.
Yeah. You heathens.
So go ahead, Justin. Give it a spin. Give it a spin.
Got a little weight to this stuff.
It's a big metal. It's a big metal
A
dreidel.
giant metal dreidel.
And I just spin it.
You spin it. Just spin it. Spin that bitch.
Spin it.
All right.
All right. It's
Do you
spinning.
know how to
It's
spin?
spinning.
Yeah, he knows how to
Does it
spin
stop?
that dreidel.
Does it ever stop?
It
eventually
stops.
it will.
Oh, Suicide Squad casting. Do you want to talk about that, or do you want to go spin one more time for?
Yeah,
subject?
no. Let's talk about that.
How do you feel about the Suicide Squad
I
cast?
feel a little heated about this.
Oh, here comes Matthew.
Ooh, if I could, it's half and half almost, a little bit of half and half. I do like a lot, and I'm not so sure about the rest. So let's just start off with what I like. Harley, I like a lot.
Oh, I fucking love.
Can we all agree on that one?
Yes, Margot
I want
Robbie.
to see that in a Harley Quinn
She is.
outfit with the Brooklyn accent.
With the
'Cause
fucking
we know Margot Robbie can do the Brooklyn accent.
She's
Another
just
Australian.
dropped
She's
dead
more-
sexy too.
Yes, yes.
Let's,
Good choice.
Let's talk about her Mr. J.
Mr. J.
Jared
Is
Leto.
this something you like?
I like the idea. I do. I like Jared Leto.
I don't.
And okay. Well,
We'll get into this later. Continue.
well, I like it. I like the idea. I like that. I liked him as an actor. I don't really listen to his music, but I kind of like the whole idea of Joker being Jared Leto. And it's kind of funny now you think about like American Psycho and like that scene with Huey Lewis in the news between Batman and the Joker.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, Bo.
Mr. J.
Courtney, we were just talking
Oh,
about
fuck
that.
you!
Ryan.
Don't even get started with that fuck.
I don't like him, but
I don't like his name. I just don't like the name Jive.
yeah, it's like they like spelled it wrong.
It sounds like they were gonna say Jive, Courtney, but they forgot and said Jive.
He's a jive turkey.
Jive
He's
turkey.
like the fucking guy from Airplane.
You guys don't like him as
I don't like
Yes.
him in general.
He's the new Sam Worthington, in my opinion.
Yeah,
whatever
I
happened
hate
to
Sam. Oh god, he's stuck to Avatar movies for the next
Did
20
he go
years.
down on one of
He
those
did
planes that
Terminator.
went missing, or no one cared to look into?
Nah, man, he's on fucking what's the name of that planet from Avatar? Whatever the fuck.
Pandora?
Pandora. That's where he's stuck on Pandora with fucking James Cameron for the next 12 years.
Hey man, can't hate him for that. He's making.
I'm saying this: if
So-
Jai Courtney can't play an Australian bad guy, then he is a fucking waste of oxygen as an actor because he's Australian. He can't do
Yeah.
anything else.
I mean, originally
So-
he was shot as Deadshot. That was what they were saying that he was going to be, and which didn't make sense. Why would you have an Australian play the Australian? So I guess it works.
It's the same way they had a British person do an American accent as a British character in G.I. Joe,
Right.
which made no sense either.
Well, because there's not clearly there aren't enough British actors or American actors to play either one. So you gotta make concessions.
That's true. That's very true. He brings up a valid point. And then you have Tom Hardy returning to the DC universe, which as Rick Flag. Well, all right. Not really.
That's his opinion, guys. All right.
I think Tom Hardy could have been used for a better character than Rick Flag.
I'd rather him as Captain Boomerang than fucking.
Yeah,
Jai
there you
Courtney.
go. There you go.
Yeah, get rid of Rick Flag or just put somebody generic as Rick Flag and then
Yeah.
put fucking Tom Hardy as because he's doing Australian and fucking Mad Max Fury Road. So
Yeah.
let him be fucking Boomerang. What do you think about the elephant in the room?
What elephant in the room? DJ?
You know the jiggy
The
the
great
jiggy
black
elephant.
elephant.
The jiggy black elephant in the room.
I don't know what to think about it. I think if this was a couple years ago, it would have been fine. But I don't know. Something about that guy. I'm just afraid. I'm
He
afraid
seems
to
like
say
he's
things.
his ego
I think
man.
he's on such a losing streak that it's interesting that you would want to have him in a movie.
Yeah, I think like if this is like
As a
late
side
80s
character.
or something, and I'm like, after Independence Day and everything, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. I like that. I mean, I like that shot. I love that shot. But something about him nowadays, just the whole family's kind of a whack job. And then you look at Gotham, and the worst part about Gotham, apart from
It's
the
his
writing,
damn wife.
yeah,
There's another black actor.
That's his damn wife. That's his worst part of fucking Gotham. The Pinkett Smiths are fucking up DC.
I don't know. It could work out, but Yeah, it could have been worse. Let's just say I think we dodged the ball. It's better than it could have been. You know, I think DC, known for being fuck ups that they are, they could have dropped the ball, and I think they came away more so than losing. I'll say that.
I mean, we're talking about it at least.
Yeah, I mean, that's only. I've told you this many times. You said this in the last podcast. This is the only movie from DC Warner that I'm really like super excited for. More even so than Justice League, because I don't.
Well, Justice League is pretty much going to be Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah, again.
At this point.
Until I get some confirmation on fucking Wonder Woman, I'm on the fence, and Lex Luthor. I'm on the fence about that whole shit, but I'm not really on the fence about this. The only person that gives me any worry is your cousin Jai Courtney, whose best role was in Jack Reacher when he got bully footed by Tom Cruise for 220 minutes. So hopefully, maybe he'd be the first to get Suicide Squatted. But if I remember correctly, like the Holy Trinity for Suicide Squad is Deadshot usually lives. They're not going to kill Harlequin and Boomerang.
And it's odd that the Joker is even in here.
I
don't like that either.
It's like,
but I'll take it. It's the Joker.
DJ and I, we had a long talk about this.
Yeah. If you've seen the animated series that this movie probably got greenlight from, they used the Joker in a very, very good way.
Yeah, but in a very, very small way too. It's like I feel like the Joker just deserves more than a cameo. Like that's my only caveat is just using the Joker in a minor role where he should be in a bigger role. And I mean, you explained like, oh, you got to build your universe. I think you can still let the Suicide Squad stand on their own 2 feet without the help of the Joker.
Right, and maybe they got an angle here that they're playing, and they're putting the Joker in there. I mean, he's not part of the squad. We know that.
He's a means to an end.
Then that's gonna be really.
That'd be fucking stupid. If they do that, then I'm with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, we'll go and burn that studio.
Don't fuck up the Joker. That's the
But I
only
mean,
thing
if it's just like the animated series, where the animated version of this, but my idea was, which is kind of different from in the animated one, they were saying, we have to break into Arkham, stay away from the Joker. I'm thinking the movie is we got to break into Arkham to get the Joker because the Joker got some information to do something else. And there you use Joker in a big way. But he's not like the main. He's like they got to get something out of him.
I mean, am I the only one that's like I was like looking on Twitter and everything, and this is awesome. We got another Joker. We actually got a Joker. This is huge. This is absolutely big. I mean,
Oscar winner. Yeah,
and I think it's not a bad choice. I think this is a good road to go down. We're going to see something quite different than we did before. And my understanding is people at Warner Brothers, after the Dark Knight and what happened there, a little freaked out to cast the new Joker, which I don't know why. And there's that whole idea of staying away from it for a very long time. And this is just huge to me. Like to have another Joker is just absolutely. And fantastic.
if you don't think Ben Affleck is going to do a little end credit sequence cameo, because Joker and Harley are going to live and escape. There's no way that sets up the Batman movie. That part of it to me writes itself. This movie to me of all the other DC Warner Brothers movies is the easiest not to fuck up. The other ones
it's an ensemble cast,
and it's a simple premise. It's a simple premise really. They don't really have to get overly complicated. They don't have to explain Wonder Woman. They don't have to explain Aquaman. This is villains have to do something because they're forced by somebody else.
And this is a great setup for what is to come. I mean, Batman versus Superman is going to set the whole picture together, and then we're going to get that object. We're going to get the definite reason to this whole universe probably from this movie, and it's just going to be fantastic, I think.
All right, Jew, spin your dreidel.
All right, Jew. Here, let me get I might have to get.
I need to wear something on your head.
Yeah, you gotta get a yarmulke. Get a yarmulke.
Oh, okay.
Get the yarmulke.
Give me a second. All right, how's this one? How's this one looking?
Good. That's pretty good.
All right, cool. It's my special dreidel spinning.
It's like a helmet. Go ahead.
Right, here we go. Show you fucking Jews or anti-Jews, anti-Semites have the Jew rolls.
The Jew rolls. Ready?
And
all right, here we go. It's spinning, and it lands.
It's gonna keep spinning.
Ironically, it lands on Krypton show on Sci-Fi, which just broke like 5 seconds ago. What do you think about that?
Do I want to talk? Yeah, I'll talk.
Oh, you can spin again, motherfucker.
No, we're on the DC kick anyway, so fuck it. I mean, we'll talk about this. I mean, don't really know what else to say. Well, first it's on Sci-Fi, which is whatever. It's weird. I'm just so confused about how many people own properties to DC. I don't fucking understand.
DC's on CBS, CW, Fox, Sci-Fi.
Every fucking network ever. I mean, yeah. Well, I guess Krypton is on Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi is owned by NBC. Constantine is on NBC.
Supergirl is going to be on CBS. So there's no rhyme or fucking reason to any of this shit.
Yeah, I don't get it. But it's going to be a prequel to, of course, before Krypton blows up. I just don't find that very interesting at all. Right?
I mean,
it's like Gotham, but without the charismatic ability to have a bunch of different characters.
It's all going to be about Jor-El, but I'm thinking like, do they have the budget for this? Sounds like an expensive ass show.
I mean, Sci-Fi surprisingly can put together some reasonably good-looking stuff for the budgets that they have.
Yeah, but the meat of this, it's like, why?
It's all fucking bread.
It's all bread.
This shit is fucking kosher as fuck.
At least with Gotham, there's that potential which they didn't use, but with Krypton, we're just going to talk about Kal-El's parents and
Brainiac, possibly.
I mean, Brainiac's the only thing. Yeah. But keep in mind,
maybe Darkseid will show up.
Who we got running the show? David S. Goyer.
I guess we'll see Zod.
Your boy, David S. Goyer.
Which is not a good thing right off the bat.
David S. Goyer has one of the biggest falls. He's fallen off, man. In my opinion. Hopefully,
he used to be
a contender, man. Blade 2, Dark Knight. Then I don't know what happened.
I don't think he knows what happened. I mean, he got two. I mean, even Man of Steel. I mean, he did the screenwriting on that too. The story.
Yeah, him and Jonathan Nolan,
right? Or him and Zack Snyder were double teaming.
What about that logo? I mean, it looks like so cheesy as possible.
I thought it was one of those like Facebook games that you play, like Marvel Alliance.
The end of Krypton.
Play Krypton on your iPhone as an app for free.
Any wireless device, even your old Nokia, you can play Krypton.
So essentially, they're gonna be casting. It's essentially Smallville, but on Krypton instead of Earth. They say, hey, I guarantee that was the pitch. Hey, why don't we do? Because Smallville was like 13 seasons. Why don't we do Smallville again? But we'll flip the script and put it on freaking Krypton before the planet.
It's before you even get Superman,
because that's awesome. Because nobody's gonna fly and nobody's gonna have superpowers because they have a red sun. Perfect, right? No.
It's gonna be like Earth, the movie. But everybody wears like funny clothes and capes. And shit.
Weird clothes.
Weird clothes and shit.
Kal-El's wearing Jor-El's wearing a freaking tiara and a.
Oh god.
All right.
I don't know.
I'm ready to
stop this conversation.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm moving on.
I'm throwing you the dreidel. Catch.
Give me the dreidel. Thank you.
There you go.
I'm gonna take my time. I've never spun a dreidel before. I spun a top. Speaking of deception.
Same principle.
Same principle. Okay.
Julier.
All right. Here we go. There we go.
It's good stuff.
Spinning, and it's gonna land.
I think you're gonna win a chocolate point.
It lands on. We've been gone since Thanksgiving. It lands on Star Wars trailer, which
what's that?
Some film coming out by J.J. Abrams. Now, I think everybody and their grandmother has seen this trailer and every other spoof of it. What I pretty much want to talk about is how George Lucas was asked. George Lucas was asked if he seen it. He's like, nah.
Is that?
Yeah, he's like, I didn't see it.
He couldn't see it past his fat shirt.
I'm pissed off to see it. Like, look at that. That looks good. Wish I did that.
I could have done that.
Dude, if you, I know we've all seen the George Lucas version of the trailer. It's essentially everything he would have done. But yeah, the Star Wars trailer is fucking awesome. Fuck all of you racists out there. They go, oh god, it's a black guy. Oh, freaking the fuck out. Fuck you.
My one caveat with that, this before I did the research on it.
Yes.
Because my thing was always that stormtroopers were clones.
That's true.
For a very long time. I've been doing more and more research on it. Because it's going to go into complete fucking geekery about Star Wars right now. But the Camino and whatever, the people in Camino, they made the fucking clones for a long time. And they still made them even past Star Wars Episode 3, Episode 4, into Episode 4, Episode 5. They still made clones. But they stopped using the DNA of Jango Fett. So you could have had other black, Mexican, fucking whatever.
Sure, but as somebody who looks at storylines and whatnot, and this is just taken out of the context. So you're just making a trailer, different shots from the film. It could easily be a guy who just dresses up as a stormtrooper.
Yeah,
to get in.
But
even, he's obviously being chased by something, so he's scared. He's trying to run away because maybe he's not supposed to be a stormtrooper. So what's the big deal?
Even if that's
the big deal.
Even if that's the case, putting all geekery of research aside,
and why can't there be a black stormtrooper as well?
But even if you put that, if you're paying attention to A New Hope, they essentially tell you in A New Hope there's stormtroopers who aren't fucking clones because whatchamacallit, Luke wanted to join the Empire and be a stormtrooper. That's what he fucking says to whatchamacallit. He wants to join the fucking Empire. So right there, they're telling you they don't make their troops anymore. They
you have clones, but plus you also have recruits.
It's a big fucking empire. You think they're gonna clone 7 gazillion troops? No, they put certain troops probably around Coruscant, and they enlist everybody else. And if you're watching the Star Wars Rebels show, spoiler alert for TV Roundup, they essentially show you that the people who are training for stormtroopers are of every walk in life. Like I said, there's a guy with a face that looks like a pussy, and people are worried about a black stormtrooper. That thing fucking pisses me off.
People believe in an idea that there's this race out there who can read people's minds and change it and throw lightsabers away in space. But god damn, no black people in a white suit.
You can't have a black guy in a stormtrooper.
I think it's the biggest thing. If it was in a black suit, it'd be fine. But it's a white suit.
Push.
It's like an Oreo.
Look, you can.
White on the inside, black on the inside.
I'll accept the talking 7,000-pound worm. I'll accept the hole in the desert with teeth, but I will not accept a black guy in a stormtrooper outfit because that's how we roll.
To me too is that it's a stormtrooper, one of the most mundane,
boring,
generic things in Star Wars.
Shit.
I understand. If it was like the new and improved Black Jedi, then even that, come on,
but I mean, he's a top billing actor, you know, and they kind of threw him in there. They're not just going to have him in there for 5 seconds. He's going to get shot. You know, it's ridiculous that we're even having to talk about this.
And it's Jonathan Boyega. It's not like like you're just saying. He's not like a hiker.
He's been one thing. I mean, Attack the Block I know him from. What else is he been in?
Couple things.
He's a good actor, dude. He's a good actor.
I like him in Attack the Block. I guess he hasn't been in enough for me to really say, oh yeah, he's in. I mean, I like him in that. I just don't know him on a lot of stuff.
Justin, you ready to spin the dreidel?
All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh man, look at that. I think you're getting the hang of this thing.
You might be half Jewish at this point. Of course Justin lands on this.
Yeah, pay me.
He lands on the Spectre reveal. Do you want to talk about the Spectre reveal, or do you want to spin again? I'm assuming, because you're the biggest Bond fan I know, that you want to talk about the Spectre reveal.
I have to talk about that, and I was going to talk about that even if it landed on, Demolition Man and the reveal of the 3 seashells.
We finally deciphered how the seashells work. Only here.
Rob Schneider has come in and told us exactly how the 3 seashells work.
This is awesome. This is probably, and I said we have a new Joker in the same week as possible. It's possible that we have another classic villain, but I think it's even bigger that Spectre's back, because Spectre, the whole reason why we weren't using that was because of rights issues. And
because we're going with quantum and all that shit.
Since they brought the quantum in there to kind of be a reliever. I hope they don't get rid of it. And Mr. White is now coming back, So that leads
Yeah.
to believe, like, we're not going to throw away Quantum Solace, which is great. That's great.
Make it a subsidiary.
Yeah.
A subsidiary of Spectre.
Great. I love Mr. White as a character. I liked him as the character of Mr. White, and to have him in there, it's gonna be great. And to see Spectre back, it's just even better. And that poster with the bullet hole to make the octopus.
That's a badass poster.
Oh, that is just fantastic. It's cool. I mean, I just think this.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see how much we love it because Justin decided to put our title over it because it's
plastered
plastered everywhere we have because we fucking love that fucking.
Yeah,
poster.
and it looks great. And the new DB10 looks fantastic, and the cast is just absolutely superb. I can't wait. And if anyone thought, Skyfall was amazing, I mean, this is just look like it's going to be. They're going to top it, I think. I really feel like they're working on something. They're apparently working on 2 movies at once. So there's going to be this big behemoth that we haven't seen in a long time. I was thinking the other day, we haven't really seen Bond go against a classic villain, except for kind of Skyfall. There's a classic villain.
Skyfall's about a classic.
I'm talking like Lair in a volcano with like thousands of henchmen and guards. I want to see that with Craig. I desperately want to see something like that. And this is like the only time I've gotten that hope in a long time now that we might get the classic back. We kind of got that back with Skyfall, and I think now we're gonna fully go back to the origins of Bond with. You got M, you got Q, you got Moneypenny, and you got Inspector back, and this is fantastic.
Dude, you fucking followed up Javier Bardem with fucking Christoph Waltz.
Yes.
The fucking balls on these people, guys. They're kicking ass.
Yeah, this is fantastic. This is big news.
So, hey. Rumor alert, okay? Rumor alert. I know you're talking about Blofeld, and Christoph Waltz is playing some other character. He's not playing Blofeld that we know of. But I've heard who they want to use as Blofeld, and if you know your Sam Mendes, you might see it coming. And I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I don't know if you heard this, Justin.
I don't think he's...
Chris Cooper?
Who, Matt?
Chris Cooper?
No.
I've heard... Somebody a little closer to the look of Blofeld.
Yeah.
I don't know Blofeld. You guys talk.
Doctor Evil. He looks like Dr. Evil.
Oh, okay.
But I've heard it's your boy Kaiser Sose, man. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, give him the bald cap again, like he did with Lex Luthor, and I guess he could kind of look like that. Well, to be fair, I mean, you think about it this way, he kind of played that character in Austin Powers Goldmember.
He did, sadly.
Was he Dr. Evil in Bloom?
He was, for the cameo.
Oh shit!
In the beginning,
about that.
With Tom Cruise and everything. And Danny DeVito was a mini-me. I don't think that's gonna. It's all rumor, and Spacey's been thrown around before for Bond, especially with Bond.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I do think. I mean, you look at the names of who everyone's gonna be playing, and Christoph Waltz just sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, it's possible.
To play a villain.
To play a ski instructor, the father, I guess, or the son, whatever it was. I don't think it's going to be. I think this is a blind. We're getting a double blind.
You're going to pull it Into the Darkness, where he goes, "My name is actually Blofeld."
Why not? And I hope he'd be a great Blofeld.
No, he'd be an awesome Blofeld. I was wondering. Sam Mendes has that American Beauty connection, and I didn't even think about Chris Cooper, who Matt just said, which might also be awesome. I mean,
Chris Cooper's
Sam
great
Mendes' repertoire of actors is like fucking like his.
Oh yeah, it's like the fucking
the who's who of fucking great actors. So, and who are his friends? Like Jew fucking Law. I mean, he has all types of fucking.
He knows everybody. Yeah. I mean, you could put anybody in a movie. He'll do it for him.
So.
I could even see what's his name, Skarsgård, Peter Skarsgård, be a Bond villain. He was in Jarhead.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's right. I don't know. He already played a bulbous.
He's creepy too.
Dude, he always is like a pedophile. That guy.
Oh yeah.
After Orphan, I think I'm scarred from Skarsgård. All right, Matthew, you ready to spin the dreidel again?
Yeah, spin that
bitch. Spin that bitch.
All right. I'm going to show you guys a technique, the 2-finger technique that I picked this up in Bangkok when I was spinning dreidels on the streets for money. For chocolate
That's
coins.
a really odd way to make cash, but continue.
Well, hey, you gotta do it in the Philippines.
Oh, it's spinning, it's spinning. That's a good.
I barely even touched it.
I swear, like you guys are landing on exactly what I think you guys want to talk about. It remake. Do you want to spin again, or do you want to talk about it? Yeah, they're making an It remake.
This has been, oh god, this is like it's such old news, and it seems like it's been in like the newsosphere for like so fucking long.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to spin again?
I'll spin it again, but I'll just
leave a comment.
I'll leave one kind of remark, one comment about it. If it follows the book to a T, or if it follows one specific scene, yeah. Would they include, if this was rated R, would they include pretty much the gangbang scene?
No.
Well, if it's rated R, or at least imply it.
It's the guy from True Detective who's directing it, so
Nick Pata.
Yeah, good luck pronouncing that name.
Well, I think they would make it maybe rated R, maybe.
Good luck with
that.
I think that would be one thing. I mean, that book is fucked up.
Yes.
On a lot of fucking levels.
Stephen King.
Especially, yes.
Spoiler alert.
It's long as fuck and it's fucked up. That's the only thing I see. I was wondering if they would have the balls to at least imply that, because it's actually a pretty big part of the book when you really boil down things. So yeah, let's spin this.
Spin that bitch again. Spin it again.
All right.
Ooh, look at this fucking guy. He's like you're like in Bangkok doing crazy shit.
Yeah, I told you I was. I visited that area with all the Chinese people. Well, Jewish people with Chinese food. On Christmas Day we eat the Chinese food.
Speaking of Chinese people, Doctor Strange. No segue there. Doctor Strange casting. What did you think?
Casted by a non-Chinese.
What do you think about that? He does have a Chinese sidekick, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did. Wong.
So racist.
That's his name. It's
so
Wong.
racist of a
name. Wong's his butler. He's
the Alfred.
He's Chinese Alfred.
Yeah, he's Chinese Alfred. I can buy it. What do you think about Benedict Cumberbatch finally cast?
I mean, yeah, finally. Eventually he was going to be in a Marvel movie.
Yes.
It just depended what character he was eventually going to say, like, I guess I'll be that character now.
He was close to Brainiac, though. He was close to Brainiac.
He would have been great.
He still might be Brainiac. You never know.
Who
knows?
He'd be great in that.
It's not a shock. It's just kind of like it was an inevitability of him being in the universe somehow, just depended on the character. I would have maybe preferred an actor who was maybe more of the Middle Eastern Asian persuasion, perhaps. Not necessarily the British actor.
Where the fuck is Doctor Strange from? I thought he's from America, though.
Yeah, but he has his features are dark. He has dark features and stuff like that, kind of Spanish, Hispanic.
Oded Fair looking, kind of.
Oded Fair looking, yeah. When I think of Doctor Strange, I think probably more Oded Fair than I think of Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, he's recognizable. Everybody was Benedict Cumberbatch, so of course you're gonna hire that actor.
And you've guaranteed your weekend now because you're gonna get money.
Yeah. Of course, if all the cumber bitches are gonna be on fucking drugs.
Are they still called cumber bitches?
I think they're still cumber bitches. I don't know. Bottom bitches.
I don't
know what they're called anymore.
I'm Benedict Cumberbatch, and these are my bottom bitches.
But overall, I mean, you can't go wrong. I think Cumberbatch is a really good actor. I think he kind of gets maybe slightly pigeonholed in these big blockbuster movies where he seems to kind of play the same character of sorts.
But he plays it so well.
I know, yeah. I mean, that's his niche. His niche is to play this specific character. But then when he plays, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen Imitation Game, but everybody's saying he's great in it and everything too. So I don't know. Whatever. I mean,
close your eyes.
Let's see what they put around.
Close your eyes and imagine a conversation between Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch in character as Marvel characters, Iron Man and Doctor Strange. Just close your eyes. That's $100 million right there.
Let me ask you this: is he going to do a British accent for Doctor Strange, or is he going to go?
Would it bother you? Would it bother you if he was doing a British accent? Because I've heard his American accent; it's not that great. So I'd rather, if I had to pick between him doing a British accent and being out of continuity, or doing an in continuity American accent, people always say DJ doesn't want to change anything. That's fine. Don't
I mean, accent is arbitrary. It's not
it doesn't matter. He's a doctor. You know, who gives a fuck? As long as he's a doctor and he knows how to do mystic arts.
As long as he was a surgeon who had an accent and he could use his hands, and then he visited the mystical mountain, whatever. Doctor Strange origin is going to be very weird too. Yeah. I hope it's trippy. If they find the right director.
The Scott Dedrick. Did you see Scott Dedrickson's film before this? Fuck it. He did the one with what's his name? Hector. Eric Bana, the scary film with the based on a true story.
Oh yeah, what do you call it? Deliverance from Evil. I think that's the
name of it. Yeah, I think he did that one.
It's not so cosmic. It's not so trippy. It's more on the horror side, which it can still be cool because you can make all the mystical monsters very scary and fucked up looking. So, whatever. I mean, let's give him a shot. I mean, let's see what happens with Ant-Man. I mean, that's going to be a gamble. This is going to be kind of a gamble too. So. I don't know what you guys think about it. I think it's fine.
The Day the Earth Stood Still, right? The remake.
Yeah, that was kind of bland.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Well, I had Keanu Reeves. What do you mean?
That was a little... That was a rough
one. That was very long sit.
It's one of those movies. It's like, why the fuck are you going to be doing
Yeah, because the original... I think the black and white version of it worked because it was an old black and white movie. Updating it didn't do shit. It was just a boring, bland... It's like, I just watched the old one. Why the fuck am I going to watch this one?
Yeah.
Didn't add anything other than it was in color.
Just to play up to the same fears. I mean, the 50s worked because it was like everybody's scared of aliens from outer space. I don't give a fuck about aliens. I'm worried about cops.
Who are you more worried about? Are you more worried about Diedrichson or Peyton... What's his last name? Reeves?
Peyton Reed.
Hillis?
Peyton
Reed.
Peyton Reed. I don't really know. Probably Diedrichson because I think he has more. I think at this point with fucking what's his name with Cumberbatch as his lead now. I think he has like more to live up to. Whereas I think people have just pretty much given up on Ant-Man to say whatever we get out of Ant-Man.
I've heard good things though. I've heard good early talkings about it. So maybe Ant-Man.
Well, it just wrapped like a couple days ago, right?
Yeah. The cinematographer tweeted that or something.
I think Ant-Man's going to be... I mean, this is going off topic from what we're talking about, but I think Ant-Man's going to be fun. I think it's got good, charismatic actors, and I think it's silly and crazy enough, and if, what's his name, Adam McKay actually did do, like, a rewrite of the script, or at least help out with the script a little bit, I think it might add that extra element of humor and quirkiness to it. So,
it has the possibility to be the second best... Possibility to be the second best comedy Marvel has, because the first best is Guardians. So
of course.
This is probably going to be in that same tone.
And there aren't a lot of comedy. I mean, they haven't put. I mean, they don't inject a lot of comedy into their comic book movies. So I think it's needed. I think you need some levity to your Marvel movies a little bit. You got to add this weird, quirky element to these things.
But I think Doctor Strange. I think they should take that. Make it like Constantine, speaking of Keanu Reeves, make it like the Keanu Reeves Constantine, and I'll be fine with it. I'll be good. I wish I would have got Francis fucking Lawrence instead of fucking Diedrichson, but whatever.
Gotta get where you can.
He's stuck in Hunger Games land. I'm ready to spin. I'm spinning a dreidel. All right.
Spin it like fucking Baloo.
I'm spinning it to win it. All right, here we go. Like Baloo on Tailspin. It lands on the Terminator trailer. Do I want to talk about this? What is there to say other than it looks like shit?
God. You just can't get away. We pretty much bookended this conversation.
Giant Courtney. I'm gonna spin again. Fuck this. We all know it looks like fucking shit, so let me spin this one more time. It lands on... It lands on... Orky fired from Star Trek. A move
that, we called that one
that Justin called. Yeah, Justin called that like fucking 2 months
like when he was hired. Like he's not gonna lie.
Justin was like, this guy needs to go immediately.
Oh god, you guys hate
No,
Robert.
Okay, first off, the only thing he's ever done of any value to me...
Is Kurtzman still working on it?
No, he was working on some other shit.
Kurtzman had nothing
to do with it. Kurtzman was going to do
right?
fucking Sinister Six or some shit and he dropped out. Right. It wasn't Orky that was going to do it. One of them motherfuckers.
And he also doing the Power Ranger movie.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. But Justin, I mean, what can I say that Justin already hadn't said 2 months ago? This is not the movie to cut your teeth on. It's the 50th anniversary of fucking Star Trek. You're gonna have Orky. The only good thing he's ever done is write Star Trek movies, because everything else he's touched has turned to shit. Well, not financially, but just quality-wise, because the Transformers movies make a gajillion dollars, but they're all garbage. Oscar pushed my ass. And then Cowboys and the Aliens, which was a piece of
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh my! Don't even fucking say that.
Transformers.
I mean, so you're gonna have
Legend of
to be fair to him,
Zorro.
those were kind of collective efforts of being really.
But do you
shitty.
think? But Justin already said it. Do you think this guy could possibly helm
No.
a fucking Star Trek movie
No.
on an anniversary?
No,
as big
and
as
also,
this? Hell
the
no.
reason behind the firing, did you hear why the possibility is?
Because he sucks.
Well, that, but mostly because of the storyline that he had written, which was essentially, guess, ready for this
Oh,
one? This has
God.
never been done before.
Drum roll.
Oh no!
Especially in Star Trek.
Time travel?
Attack of the Tribbles.
Close.
Oh,
Close.
God.
Very close. Very close. Oddly. Time.
Time travel again?
Time travel.
No way, time
Oh,
travel
fuck,
again?
how many
No,
time
this
travel
is-
movies? There's been 30 time travel movies in like 3 years.
Apparently, it was a race between the Enterprise and
Days of Future Past.
Well, it was supposed to be like three groups of people racing toward this. I guess I don't remember what it was. I don't know. It was a planet or some device that time travels to do different things, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not feeling that. That's just not going to happen."
else.
So you're going to have to go. And I'm glad, because if that was the case, if we're doing, we got to stop with the whole time travel thing. Honestly, I mean, we just talked about the Terminator, and again, more about going back in time.
Days of Future Past did it well, but
Yeah, and that's it.
don't
Just
keep doing
They
it.
compartmentalize
leave
time
it.
travel.
Leave it.
And you want to know why
Just leave
Days of
it.
Future Past did it well? They followed the same philosophy as Back to the Future. If you notice, they did the exact
Yeah.
same kind of
Yeah.
time travel
To
theory as Back
fix.
to the Future.
You know, to kind of fix, which is good, but this was more designed to allow certain cameos to happen.
Will Shatner and
Mhm.
no.
So
No crossovers.
you just got to come up with a solid story. Don't because to me this whole time travel thing is just a crutch that's being used anymore, especially nowadays, to come up with a storyline.
Use the
And I
fucking
don't
use
like
the fucking
It's better
Klingons.
to retcon things
You
in the long
JJ introduces the Klingons in Into the Darkness. This is the natural progression of the third one. Should be about the fucking Klingons. They just had that big incident where Khan murdered like fucking 20 of them. Should be all and RoboCop essentially said it's gonna be fucking all out war. Time to use some fucking Klingons. Let's go. What the fuck? That's what the movie should have been about. I don't give a fuck about time travel any fucking more. There's nothing you're gonna. Your whole franchise is based on time travel. So why don't we start branching out, doing some more shit, explore some fucking planets,
Yeah, just do something interesting. You know?
anything other than time
Don't do the
travel.
same thing over and over again. I mean, here's a guy who does Transformers and the Amazing Spider-Man too.
Don't say it. I told you.
I don't think he did the first one, right? And Star Trek. That's it. That's really the only thing this guy's done.
Cowboys and Aliens.
They're gonna give him his first directing job.
Yeah. No way. Who do you think can replace this guy? I said Matthew Vaughn.
Well, what's the thing? They had I saw something on
That'd be
Facebook
cool.
and Twitter. Jonathan Frakes.
Oh
the guy
yeah,
who was in,
Riker.
Next
Yeah,
Generation.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I thought that was funny, kind of hilarious. I don't think he'll ever.
I think
be
his
hired,
movie's
but
too
it's
big
like,
for
oh,
him.
That's cute.
I mean, he did. I think he did.
Of
I think he did.
course.
Did he do Nemesis? And that bombed like fucking. That was. I'm pretty sure he did Nemesis. I'm not 100% sure. He did one of those films and he did do well. If I had to guess, it'd be Nemesis. I think you need a kind of like a Matthew Vaughn type director, a big guy. And I say Matthew Vaughn because he's
a guy that can do a
stop
lot
with a
with
little. And Matthew Vaughn already did something really well with, not even mentioning Kick-Ass, with First Class, X-Men First Class, which is an ensemble. So, and he was up for Star Wars before JJ took over. So get one of those guys. I would love for somebody. You need somebody solid, and Orky definitely isn't solid. Frakes, I think his time has come and gone. He's better at directing television than he is feature-length films. So get. I don't know if you guys can think of.
I'm trying to think of like another up and coming person who could.
There's a
something.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
when you name somebody,
Duncan
and
Jones,
we
maybe?
all kind of go, "Whoa, no, that's not good." Then there's a problem.
Imagine Alfonso Cuarón.
Oh
directing.
fuck! Don't even That movie would be 4 hours long. It'd be the greatest experience of your fucking life. Be all one shot. It'd be all one
But at least
take.
he would probably stay away from time travel.
No, dude. if Alfonso Cuarón said, "Hey, I want to direct a Star Trek film," dude, I'd fucking whip my penis out, start jerking off in the theater. It'd be the greatest thing. Dude, imagine the space shots in that movie. You used to see.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
He would film it in space. He'd fucking fly them out in the fucking.
No other way.
This has been Simplistic Showcase, a segment where the only things really showcased are depravity and bad taste.
All right, let's do TV roundup. Time for TV roundup. Justin Polizzi. December is kind of got the reruns going, but anything that you've reached the end of mid-season finale stuff hits, what do you want to talk about TV wise?
Well, I'm sure we'll touch on The Flash and The Arrow.
The other DC properties.
Speaking of my
but
penis.
let me talk. We haven't talked about it. Yeah, right. We haven't talked about it in a while, but Homeland. Oof, bro, nice.
I heard they come back. I heard they came back with a vengeance because everybody was shitting on that show.
Yeah, they were really like after last season, they were like, "You killing off important characters. What are you gonna do with this? This is over. The show's over." And this season started off. It was pretty good. It was pretty solid, and then it just hits you right in the side of the face, and you weren't expecting it. And it was very smart the way they did a lot of things, and it just the house just started crumbling, and you thought that one episode would, that's it, because I know these writers, we've watched 24 before. Sometimes, after the reveal
they lose their
goes
way
downhill and whatnot, and then the next episode it just hit me again, and then they added more stuff, and I was dying for last night. I couldn't wait for Sunday, and they skipped last Sunday. So we didn't have Homeland after that Thanksgiving weekend, and I was killing me because I just wanted to see the next episode, and I haven't had that feeling, and it's such a long time for a TV show, like dying. I mean, I get that with Arrow and whatnot because it's fun, but I just could not wait, and that's a good thing. That's exciting, especially when everyone says you're down, it's over, you screwed up. The show should be canceled. Like, people were really harsh on this.
I remember that backlash.
You remember, like, the backlash was absolutely horrendous. I'm like, just see what they do, and they have just done a fantastic job. And
not to spoil anything.
I can't wait.
How's the performances? Not to spoil anything, but how do you think the Patinkin and Claire Danes?
Patinkin, listen, he's always fantastic. That guy is just absolutely. Mandy is just also just amazing. Claire Danes, I mean, I like her as an actor. The character, I've always hated. She gets more and more annoying than you can possibly ever think of. I'm not going to spoil anything, but early on in the season, she has her kid. She had a kid a while back, and her sister's watching the kid. She comes home and she wants to watch the kid by herself, and she goes and does her thing with the kid, and at one point she brings him into the bathroom to wash, and she starts thinking, what if I just push the baby under the water? And she tries to kill the kid, and it's just, you hate this character because she's just like the worst character you've ever watched. She's annoying and whatnot, but I tell you what, it makes up for it with the storylines of the other actors, the terrorists, and Manny Pickett and everything. It's just fantastic. It's just a blast to watch, and good for Showtime. Good for them.
Is this their final season, or have they not decided to stop? Are they going to keep on going?
I haven't heard anything, but there's no reason to stop. This is good. This is really good TV. So don't stop. I need more. It's like a drug. Each episode just gets better and better, and we're right at the end. I think last episode was like 10 or 11. They usually do 12, so we're right at the end.
Yeah, I'm glad. It's a rarity to have a show, not to spoil anything, lose a huge major character and essentially change the complete direction of the show and it's thrive. You know what I'm saying?
My heart was beating fast because they put some of these beloved characters, especially Manny. You just love everything he does, Pinkerton. And I was just dying watching him because you fell for him. And some things really happened to this guy in this season because what they did was they kind of gave him more screen time and they kind of upped all their new characters and spread it out. Very nicely done. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a rarity, and they really knocked it out of the park with this. So I can't say anything much because it's just.
I know it's spoiler heavy. Mandy Patinkin, man, that fucking guy. He needs to. I remember he left Criminal Minds, and it was like a big old deal. And I think I think in hindsight, it's looking like a great idea because he gets nominated every season for Homeland for Best Supporting Actor. He's probably gonna get.
And this has probably been his best so far this season.
And Claire,
see, he goes through some shit.
See, him getting nominated to me is harder than what Claire Danes is going through because Claire Danes is getting all. One, she's a lead. Two, she's got all this shit going on in her, like, the Oscar bait or award bait type of stuff. Mandy Patinkin is just playing like a guy. You know what I'm saying? A guy who does stuff. He doesn't have like.
But he plays a very beloved, like, warm character that you feel like he's like a grandfather figure, like, toward everybody when you watch him. And then they take that and they really throw it at the viewer and put them in those scenarios that really just make you want to lose your mind and cry because you think, this is it. There's a scene he puts a gun to his head and terrorists are coming after him, God. You really are just like losing your mind because you're like, do not pull that trigger. But then you don't want the terrorists to get him either, right? So it's like this killing inside of you. It's just fantastic.
Good job. Good job for the 24 writers. It's funny, like it seemed like the 24 show just came out last season. They just put all their effort. Is it still the same writers doing both, or are there new writers on 24?
Well, there's new writers on both. I mean, it's not just like the same guys, but it's a majority of that production crew is on both shows.
Well, has it been the same showrunner the entire time, or has it like switched it up since the inception?
No, it's the same. Unlike other shows that you see when they switch it up, it kind of loses its. Yeah, I'm not gonna name any, but they're doing just a fantastic job. You really can't. And they got the music too. Same guy does the music on 24. Sean, whatever his last name is, he does the music as well. So there's a lot of people who do 24 that do this, and it's just absolutely fantastic.
Matthew, what have you been watching leading up to the Christmas mid-season finale? Season finale.
Season finale. I guess the other big one that we've kind of we haven't talked about this in a while. But Walking Dead just finished up there.
You heard the petitions are coming. Spoiler alert! If anybody hasn't seen Walking Dead,
there's a huge one. I mean, they were pissed, and it was bad form on AMC's part. They really fucking screwed the pooch.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. That's a definite fuck. I'm talking about spoiler alert. Spoiler alert! A certain character is excommunicated from the show, and people are signing petitions to bring the character back. I don't know how the fuck it's gonna happen.
Excommunicate?
Bring him back as a zombie.
No, this person, unless they invented.
But I haven't heard about this one then. So you're if anything.
I saw it this afternoon. It was on one of those movie websites, movie.com or something like that, moviepilot.com, and I saw it and I'm like, I guess that's a good thing because the character that they were speaking of is a character that I've never ever liked.
Okay, let's not stand on ceremony here. Just spill it.
You're talking about the female?
I'm talking about the female, yes. The one that AMC spoiled the fuck out of by releasing the picture of on their Twitter and Facebook accounts hours before it came on TV.
What, her dead?
Yeah.
Really? Her being held by a certain character?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that was one fuck up. That was huge. I mean, I guess AMC forgot that we live in a day and age that there's social media, plus not everybody watches their shit.
They thought it was the actual zombie apocalypse and there was no internet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the internet just fucking. We don't even know. But who's the other character you're talking about?
No, same character. They want to.
Oh, you're talking about the actress.
Yes.
Oh, the one that. Well, did you see her like on Talking Dead?
No, I did not see it.
Oh my god, this is like the most awkward and fucking crazy.
Oh, please describe this to me. I didn't see it.
Okay, well, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, it's been a few weeks, or at least it's been 1 week, a week and a day. So if you haven't seen it yet, fucking tough.
Skip ahead about 5-6 minutes.
Beth gets killed. So if nobody knew, you know now. And if you didn't know what social media was, I'm sure it was on social media and you got spoiled anyway. So she's on Talking Dead, and Robert Kirkman is one of the guests. It's Robert Kirkman and Kay from Key and Peele. Or Key
for real? That must have been awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking a weird assortment of people. It was Key from Key and Peele, Robert Kirkman, and she came on halfway.
Okay.
And she's fucking sobbing her fucking eyes out.
She's crying?
crying, but I kind of understand because it's kind of like, okay, it was kind of shocking, and even she's crying about it too. But she's sitting right next to Robert Kirkman. Robert Kirkman, he's like one of the executive producers and writer of the comic. And he's just like, oh my God, I'm so fucking sorry about this happening to you. I like destroyed your life.
What's Key
so
doing? What's Key
hilarious.
doing?
What is she doing?
No, what is Key from Key and Peele doing?
Oh, he's just talking about the show.
Oh, you don't give a shit. You don't give a fuck.
Screen. Because it was so weird because the show, it's live, so she's crying. And the way the camera's like zooming right into her face, seeing these like big fucking eyes filling up with tears and crying. And so
But wasn't she there when they filmed it? How did she like a surprise? I don't understand.
I guess it's like reliving the moment or something. I don't fucking know. Who knows? Reading tweets and people are like, "Oh my God!" It was really funny to me. I mean, Nicole was like getting a little upset. I think she was like, "Oh my God, this is sad." I'm like, "Really? This is weird." I feel so bad for Robert Kirkman.
Matt was siding with the producer.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like this guy's like, bitch, I kill people on the fucking comic book all the time.
All the time. They die by the boatloads.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully there's another big one maybe coming up at the end of the season. I hope there is, but I doubt there will be. I won't spoil that. But I think this season has been pretty strong for the most part.
Everybody says it's way better than
other seasons.
Yes.
It's become a little bit more personal.
Meandering seasons and nothing.
Yeah, this one hasn't meandered. This one stayed pretty tight. They still have the stupid thing where the groups break up, and then it's like one group's there, another group's there. But it's kind of you've gotten rid of a lot of the annoying fucking like bourgeois characters, and even the characters that were kind of like little milquetoast, like Rick and stuff like that. Rick is at least kind of like acting like a fucking man again now. So
last time I saw him, he was ripping out a guy's throat with his teeth. So
with his bare hands.
Yeah, I mean, he's on that level. Rick is on that level right now. So it's been pretty good. And what else has there been that stopped? American Horror Story. I'm still watching that on and off. The new season Freak Show. Kind of got off of that a little bit because they got rid of one of the characters I really liked from the show. So I kind of stopped watching, but I'm watching it again. And I guess you'll probably bring this up, but you have the Flash and Arrow crossover, the 2-night event. That was pretty exciting.
It was fun, Just something different.
It was fun seeing that.
Yeah. We'll kind of bleed right into mine. Yeah, let's talk about that crossover. And if I had to sum it up,
I liked one more than the other, though. In all honesty.
Well, let me see if I can guess the one you like more than the other. I'm gonna assume you like the Flash one more.
Maybe.
A smidgen.
Just a smidge.
I think for some reason it seems to be flying under the radar. And we say this it seems like every podcast we talk about this fucking show. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing with their property. If you need an example of somebody who does not know what the fuck they're doing with their property, watch the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Or let's switch on over to Gotham. Who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with their property. And it seems like it's repetitive and we're saying the same thing over, but everybody just seems so comfortable in their roles in the crossover. The crossover was not awkward in any spot. Everybody fit together like a fucking a well-oiled machine. The Flash one was my favorite, mainly because of the Diggle. The Diggle response to
that was awesome.
that shit was great. And the fight scene, which was fine. But we've seen other shows like Shield and I guess in small aspects Gotham use really fringe characters and try and make them better. But I think Arrow and Flash just know what they use. Rainbow fucking Raider. I don't know if you ever read comics. Rainbow Raider is the most fringe fucking.
At first I thought it was gonna be like Crazy Quilt or something like that. I was like, no, Crazy Quilt's.
And now I'm hearing that Flash is gonna use. Flash is gonna be bringing back Mark fucking Hamill as a trickster, which is fucking awesome.
That's amazing.
So, they know exactly what they got. Brandon Routh to sit in the wings on Arrow, like whenever you guys do all this tap me in.
Yeah, the suit looks good too.
Suit looks good. And we've always. I think last season we had said something like Batman is Arrow and Flash is going to be Superman. No more was that apparent in every conversation they had, and in the upcoming mid-season finale for Arrow, they're essentially doing a shot-for-shot of is it Detective Comics when Batman does the duel with Ra's al Ghul without the shirts on, and
pretty much.
It's the same fucking.
Keeps the cowl on,
but it looks awesome, guys.
It looks awesome though.
Awesome.
It looks so
Come
good.
on, that's awesome.
They know what.
I wish it was Batman. I wish we did have a Batman TV show though.
Just imagine, just like close your eyes for like a second, you're like it is Bruce Wayne.
I'll take Nightwing. If you drop Nightwing in fucking Starling City, you're fucking your head would explode.
I mean, they've brought up Bloodhaven before, so I mean,
yeah.
You think at some point it would be natural, but I mean, I guess Starling City is like all the way across the country from Bloodhaven, I guess, in the geography maybe.
Which is funny because the internet kind of broke during the Flash episode because somebody thought that what's his name from Ed, the guy in the wheelchairs. I always forget his fucking name.
Dr. Wells.
Dr. Wells. Somebody thought he said Batman. But he said,
really?
He said that man instead of Batman. So when it happened, I was following it on Twitter and like 17 tweets on Batman exclamation point, Batman exclamation point, Batman. And I was like, no, you said Batman. But if that were to ever happen, any incarnation of if Alfred were to fucking show up on Arrow, the internet would cease to exist.
It was cool when Oliver met him and he walked away. He's like, something's up with that guy.
Yo, dude, that was so good. It's funny because him, Gustin's grown on me, but Amel on Flash was so good. When it flipped, it was fine on Arrow.
It was fine. We both agree, that was the weaker episode. But
yeah.
The problem was, I think they should have did a classic cliffhanger type-ish, because it was right after, so they could have did something. It was kind of two different episods, two different storylines almost, because the Flash.
I think it took a week
in the second episode.
Was it a week apart or something? Yeah. Like a week apart between both of them?
Yeah, but I think it would have been cool if they did something really epic, and then it ended, and we had to wait, to see it. That would have been really cool instead of just.
Those are the good old days of television where you kept cliffhangers that were like,
same bad channel, same bad time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I know you've kind of hinted at it before, Justin. I didn't mind Captain Boomerang. I thought he was fucking awesome. I mean,
I thought it was fun.
I liked him. I just wanted that Australian accent.
You want the Australian accent? I mean, that's the guy who played Asher on Spartacus, who I think is really a good actor. So.
They have a good, Spartacus
but they didn't ruin it.
Spartacus.
Between him and
the girl who plays Amanda Waller is from Spartacus, Deathstroke's from Spartacus, Stephen Amell was supposed to be Spartacus, and the guy Asher is Captain Boomerang. So yeah, I think George Bertolini, I think is his last name. He's got some connection with those people over there. But I think the crossover was awesome. Flash was stronger, mainly because it has the Green Arrow Flash fight in it. But just the chemistry and the camaraderie, I think it was good in both episodes, but it was excellent in the Flash episode. That line that Justin just brought up when he's just walking away, goes, something's off about that guy. It was such a good throwaway line. The only thing that was clumsy about it.
Oh, I love Diggle in those episodes.
Yeah, the only thing that Diggle was awesome. Diggle was awesome, and what's his name? Cisco. I liked him on the Flash one.
He annoyed me in the beginning of the season, but he's kind of
on you.
He's okay.
I liked him in the second episode when he was touching all the arrows and stuff.
Yeah. Don't touch that. I thought what was going to happen is he was going to touch one, and he was going to poke his finger and then pass out, and an Arrow would say something like "tranquilizer Arrow" or something like that.
Yeah, something. Yeah, that would have been fun.
But yeah, I think that the crossover is awesome. I just hope that Marvel and I guess Constantine and Gotham were taking notes because they seem to understand, if for a CW show, exactly what the fuck to do with their stuff. I hope Netflix is taking proper care to watch this because they're gonna have to do crossover shit. They've essentially said that. So watch how Arrow executes this, and this is the first television comic book crossover we've had. So if this is the blueprint, this is one strong motherfucking blueprint. And I think they should probably do it once a year. Just have it once a year. You don't have to have them on all the time because I think what's good about the Flash is that
don't dilute.
Yeah, at first we thought maybe the Flash is gonna need Arrow, and the Flash has become such its own show without shitting on what the Arrow is. They work separately and together so well. I think it's a testament to the people working it, and this always bugs me. It's the guy who did Green Lantern, which is odd. And if you look at Green Lantern in retrospect, which is, again, don't worry, it's god awful. It is pretty fucking source material accurate, as awful as that movie is. If there's any complaints about Green Lantern, it's not. It didn't follow the source material. You can never say that shit. So they at least understood the material. Martin Campbell did not execute it correctly. Hey Matthew, you hear that noise?
Oh, what is that?
That's a lamb in the background.
That's a lamb.
I'm hungry.
That's a cow. That's a completely different thing.
It's a fucking cow lamb.
Do you like movie podcasts hosted by inebriated people? That's Kai with the cracking voice and Heather's touched by evil. One thinks he's Spider-Man, the other is a ninja. It's the Man I Love Film podcast, it's the Milkcast.
Hey everybody, I'm Kai.
And I'm Heather.
And we are the hosts of MILFcast, the Man I Love Films podcast, the unofficial official podcast of manilovefilms.com. This is the podcast where we like to talk about what we've been watching, talk about movies, but mainly we just like to drink, be silly, and play a whole bunch of games. So we think every other week you should grab a drink, snuggle up, and let us make sweet love to your ears.
Otherwise, we'll make sweet love to your couch.
So come and find us on iTunes. Just search for MILFcast.
Time for the letter writing segment where you're only a typo away from accidentally corresponding with Satan himself. It's Dear Santa. That's Santa U.S. Postal Service. Don't freak out.
Dear Santa, you know what's funny, guys? We wrote letters last year, and I kind of like wrote down like some of the stuff we asked from Santa, and I asked for a Halo movie, and I didn't get it. I kind of got the TV show, and Justin, he asked for Oliver Queen to get killed by Detective Lance, and that didn't happen.
Not yet. He's still working on it.
I think it was the other way around.
Something else happened. So, Justin, do you have any more letters you want to write to Santa?
Yeah, I got
go
one.
Go through your papers. Go through your papers.
He's pulled paper.
Dear Santa.
You sound so dejected. Dear Santa.
Got the holiday doldrums.
Right? Dear Santa. A little
Get
better.
some cookies and milk. Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
I know you do not decide who lives or dies. I'll send another letter of who I want to die, but this time around, can you let me live just until November 6th, 2015, so I can see Spectre back on the big screen? That would just be swell. P.S. Go fuck yourself.
You asked for a gift and then curse his name. And first off, you're asking to live for one more year.
Not even a year.
Like 11 months. You've shortened your lifespan considerably.
I'm not asking a lot this year, Santa.
I asked for that Sega one year and never got it, so let's hope I get this.
Oh, my mom lied to me one year saying it got stolen out of her car.
All right, Matthew, you have a letter for Santa Claus?
Yeah, I mean, considering the fact I don't believe in
I forgot
Santa
you are
Claus
Jewish.
and things like that. I mean, he probably will just tell me, he'll write me a letter. I'm opening a letter. It's from Santa saying, don't fucking even ask.
Ask anyway.
He's a fucking prick.
It's a dick, that guy.
Yeah, I'll send you a fucking letter, Santa, you little fucker. Little fuckface. Dear Satan, can we just have one moment in time where the planets align, something happens cosmically that we don't quite understand in our lives, that it would just be perfect harmony between three tiny studios at a menage a trois of sorts. I mean, I personally, I'll ask for a menage a trois with other things, but the menage a trois of Marvel, Fox, and Sony all sticking their dicks in each other's mouth and web slinging everywhere with Spider-Man and mutants. Imagine a Spider-Man mutant Avenger orgy. Fucking cum all over fucking metal suits and spandex and lycra. Black Widow just kind of flicking her bean in the corner, getting all excited about all these men wrestling around.
I think they did this already in a porn, but continue.
Well, let's have it be the real thing this time. Not saying porn is real.
Porn is real.
It's very
it's
real.
really real.
Everyone. So, just give this to me. Kill me as soon as it happens. I'm not asking for as much as just to stay alive. I just want to hear the news. No PS, because if I said PS, it'd be... it might come off a little derogatory.
Oh, that was very gentle of you.
I understand.
I got my own letter for Santa. I got 2 letters, and your letter kind of traipses on one of my letters, but I'm gonna write both of them anyway. Traipses. I just made that word up.
It's good.
Dear Santa, typically I ask for things from you for me, but this year I'd like to ask for something for you to give somebody else. I'd like for you to give a giant radioactive meteor crawling with unkillable space spiders to crash land into the living room of the fucking idiot who thought Dr. Doom would be better served as an internet blogger than the ruler of his own fucking country. And Santa, don't give me that fucking bullshit the filmmakers are following the Marvel Ultimate Source Material universe. The Ultimate Marvel Source Material is a colostomy bag full of bullshit. The source material for fucking Fantastic Four, that fucking thing has Dr. Doom with goat legs. No, motherfucker, I did not stutter. Dr. Doom in the Ultimate Universe has fucking goat legs. And his name is Victor Von Dam.
Van Damme?
Oh, we're gonna call him Domashev because Victor Von Doom is a silly name. You know who else had a fucking silly name? Kim Jong-il, another dictator who actually existed. Mao Zedong, another dictator who actually existed. Steve Jobs, another dictator who actually existed. So don't give me this Doom is a silly name bullshit. While you're sending an Armageddon-sized meteor for the creative minds of that fucking piece of shit, why don't you send a cleansing fire to Fox Studios to burn away every reel of footage from that turd on wheels like the Nook of the North, if you have the time. Always appreciative, DJV.
They haven't even filmed that movie yet.
They wrapped. That movie's been wrapped for months.
No.
Yes, it's...
Because they're just fucking with you. I think Dr. Doom is trolling you now. Dr. Van Damme, sorry.
Sorry, Dr. Van Damme. His name is Van Damme. I did not make that shit up.
I think they should have just made Dr. Doom like a blood sport fighter.
Get out of my...
Imagine that. Fighting the fucking Asian guy from Bloodsport. That's the villain.
Pour his hands in glue and glass and start fighting like kickboxer. Justin, you have any more letters for Santa Claus?
I think I had a couple somewhere around here.
Check your file. Check the file under your desk. There you go.
It's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud. Those are nude pictures of Santa.
Let's see. Dear Santa, please, I beg of you, please, produce millions and millions of black stormtroopers for all little children to buy. Sincerely, Justin.
Mommy, he's black. He's a black guy.
Probably be the same mother too who got the Breaking Bad toys taken off the shelves from Toys R Us. We can't have that.
You can't have black stormtroopers. What the fuck?
So many idiots in this world.
Cripes.
Oh God, Matt, you got any more letters for Santa?
Yeah, here you go. Here's a good one for you, Santa. Dear Santa, please give me a reason after Parks and Rec has been shown the door in such an unceremonious fashion to give me a reason to watch anything on NBC ever fucking again.
Constantine!
The crime that you're committing against one of comedy's best shows in the past decade is fucking... It's unchristian, goddammit. It's on your name.
It's on you.
You should take your fucking name off of Christmas. I don't know. Go fuck yourself. Love, Matt.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Yeah, the little love there. I think it fixes the fuck here.
When you add love at the end, it just sounds like...
Love conquers all.
Yeah, it conquers all the evil vitriol.
Doesn't conquer those herpes.
No. Herpes is forever.
That was Adam.
Herpes is forever, motherfucker.
I know. Herpes is fucking for life.
I think I got one more letter here.
Alright.
Dear Kevin Feige, I'm riding you instead of that fat fuck Santa, seeing as you've given me more presents over the past 6 years than that jolly old Saint fuck ever has. I just want to thank you for all that you've done, bringing my childhood to life, getting primo talent to do as much, always having ScarJo wearing spandex. Thank you, man. I just have one teeny tiny favor to ask. Just one more favor. Could you possibly, I don't know, kill Avi Arad? Okay, you don't have to kill him. Just, I don't know, get him out of the way. You're asking why. Well, I'm pretty certain that he's the one person over at Sony preventing you guys from getting a Spidey Avengers crossover. So instead of years and years of fruitless negotiations with a man truly scorned and out of touch with Marvel fans, wouldn't it just be easier to remove him from the equation? Then you can talk to Sony directly. No old crazy middleman.
I mean, he heard a Jew and a black man ask for favors, so of course we're gonna get this.
No, I asked Kevin Feige. You went to that fuck Santa Claus.
Oh,
I went to the horse's fucking mouth.
Well, I mean, could Kevin Feige really be Santa Claus?
I think we have Kevin Feige here, actually. Kevin.
Hey, how you guys doing? I just got out of the town and boy, my arm's tied.
That Kevin Feige.
I thought that joke still killed. That joke killed in Milwaukee last week.
Why is Kevin Feige a stand-up comic from 1984?
Well, hey, I'll tell you. I mean, the times are a little rough these days.
I just picture him holding his necktie.
It's like, everybody's giving me shit about the Shield show, and I hear people talking all this stuff about how I've lost a step.
Are you an athlete or a stand-up comic? You're like Jerry Seinfeld at the end of Seinfeld.
I mean, what's the deal with everybody making fun of me now? What?
Wow.
Well, hey, I'll tell you. I mean, the times are a little rough these days.
I just picture him holding his necktie.
It's like, everybody's giving me shit about the Shield show, and I hear people talking all this stuff about how I've lost a step.
Are you an athlete or a stand-up comic? You're like Jerry Seinfeld at the end of Seinfeld.
I mean, what's the deal with everybody making fun of me now? All these Marvel movies. I can't do it anymore.
No, hold strong, Kevin. Hold strong, at least for another 20 years. Just hold strong, goddammit.
I can't do it anymore. It's like, sorry, my prostitute just walked in. Good talking to you guys.
Thanks,
See ya.
Thanks,
Bye.
Kevin Feige, ladies and gentlemen.
That guy's pretty cool. I like
Kevin
that.
Feige, or as we like to call him, the worst impersonation of Kevin Feige ever. This is essentially Matt talking.
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige, he's just Matt as if Matt was a 1984 stand-up comic. That's essentially all he is. What's the deal with all those Spider-Man movies?
What's the deal with corn nuts?
What?
Are they
Is that
corn? Are they
Is
not?
that a nut?
I have a letter here, by the way.
Oh, you have a letter? Go ahead, Justin. Read your letter.
Dear Santa, I know there's requests coming out of your ass from a lot of people, particularly a Jew and a black guy. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to make a request. I think everyone wants to make this request, including all the parents this time of year. You see, we all don't have little children at home. Some of us go out and about, shop, have a life. And we still get to have that disgusting, horrible sound and feeling that is all the children give to their parents because of a particular movie. It's called Frozen.
Oh, God.
If I have to hear one more goddamn thing about this, seriously, I will start a genocide.
Let it go.
Let it go,
real.
Indeed. I'm reading this letter and somehow DJ's changing my words.
I don't know how I've done that.
It's right on the paper. But please, I hear there's a sequel coming up.
Oh.
And if you really could, just do us all a favor, and it's not just me. It's not just us people without children. It's also the parents. Please stop it. Do what you can. I would like a Suicide Squad of sorts, where you could, I don't know, get together and take out that whole entire production crew, all those actors, everybody, especially that damn woman with the fucking mouth that all she does is sing that goddamn song over and over again, and now she's coming out with fucking Christmas music.
Let it go.
Please. Please. Chris Fuck.
Who the fuck is that?
Jennifer Lee. Jennifer P. on me. They're the directors and screenplay.
Oh, I would never know that.
It's okay. I'm just reading. It's only here. It just says,
Okay, sorry.
Let DJ know.
You're answering my question through a letter you wrote.
Let DJ know about us. Kristen Bell. You know, I'm getting really sick and tired of her bullshit shenanigans and her Samsung commercials with a fucking big ass fucking stomach. And her adorable husband that no one
Dax
likes.
fucking Shepherd, fucking asshole.
Josh Glad. That fucking fat fuck. Never really done anything. It's that fucking Jobs movie and internship. Now he's all fucking rich because of a fucking snowman that, listen, we've had many interpretations of snowmans all over the time, and this is like the worst. Even that little voice actors that do that, I don't know their names, I'm not gonna say their names. You can take them out too. And while you're at it, you can keep the girl from Ferris Bueller. She's apparently in that movie as well, as I read this and look at IMDb.
He types the letter as he reads. He just lists cast members.
She's cool. You can let her live. She gave us one of the greatest movies scenes. If you listen to our podcast, Santa, you'll see that we did a movie commentary of Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Check it out if you get it sometime.
Yes.
But yeah, if you can, please give all of them AIDS and genocide at the same time, just so we know. Yeah.
AIDS.
Just so we know. If the AIDS
my
don't get
God.
them, the genocide will. Thank you. We love you. And of all the parents and all of us that go out and about and have to go to retail stores and whatnot and have to hear the fucking songs over and over again and see the stupid fucking costumes. Because that's all it was on Halloween, is fucking little girls in fucking princess outfits. Please, fucking kill them all. Kill every last one of them. Please.
Let it go. Let it
Do
go.
you want to kill a snowman? Do you want to melt his ass?
You know why that will never happen, Justin? Because Mickey Mouse said no. Mickey Mouse is more powerful than Santa Claus. Justin, guess what's gonna happen next year? Another episode of Frozen. We're gonna have frozen lunchboxes. We're gonna have frozen TV shows. And frozen fucking 7-Eleven cups. I'm gonna make a fucking boatload, Polizzi. I'm gonna make so much motherfucking money. I'm gonna take a bag of shit and put frozen on it. I'm gonna package it and sell it, and boom, damn, done.
We gotta stop having these little cameos in this.
This has been Dear Santa. Hey Saint Nick, stop being a Saint Dick and send me my Marty McFly hoverboard already. It's been nearly 30 years.
All right, Matthew, give everybody our information. and please,
and Kevin Feige.
do it as a 1984 stand-up comic.
I was going to say the same thing.
1984? That's
Yes,
specific
specific
year?
year, yes.
Okay. I was gonna go really.
You have the Izod shirt with the sports coat and the white sneakers and the tight jeans. Go.
All right. Hey, so how's everyone doing today? Good. All right. Well, I guess I'll tell you guys about a little website. It's called Simplistic Reviews. You can find them on simplisticreviews.net. You heard this thing. It's 1984. I haven't even heard of this thing called the internet, but apparently it's going to be big. It's going to be huge one day. I don't know. I mean, these guys on the podcast today, they were talking about time travel.
This is it.
the time
We've done
travel
it.
episode
We've done
too.
it.
I don't know. But these guys just brought me here. So simplisticreviews.net. It's a good website. It's got a black, a Jew, and an Italian. They're pretty funny. They have some good laughs with each other. So yeah, simplisticreviews.net. You can apparently find them on something called the Twitter. Twitter. It's like a bird site or something. I don't know. It's got birds. They tweet like birds. The only bird I know is a Tweety bird, right? Tweety bird. Anyway, so yeah, this thing called Twitter. You can. It's got a sign with an A in it, and it's got a circle. I think they call it an @ sign. Yeah, so
it had @ signs in 1984, asshole.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm using a word processor here. You know,
Commodore 64. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's a 2. I see a 2, not an @ So yeah, @SimpleTweeters at this site called Twitter with the bird sites. They 144 characters they can write. So @SimpleTweeters. Another thing, it's called the Facebook. Facebook. I mean, you go on it, and it's anything but faces. You see fucking asses, you see people's dogs, you see people's babies, you see all these fucking things that aren't faces. I mean, why call it the Facebook?
What's
anymore?
the deal?
I don't get it. What's the deal with the Facebook? There's no faces anymore. And everybody's got a political agenda on it, and you know, I feel like Reagan's in office again. Well, he is. Yeah, there was Reagan on TV.
Trickle down economics.
He's right there. Don't tell Reagan that. He wouldn't even remember where he is half the time. Oh, I'll be your own folks. So,
is that a little Andrew Dice Clay right there?
Oh. So on Facebook, you type in facebook.com and / and you put Simplistic Reviews, and you can go on their Facebook page, and they put things on the Facebook that aren't faces. So check them out there. Another thing I found out is it's called YouTube. I don't know where the tubes are. I mean, it's YouTube. YouTube sounds like U2, you know, Joshua Tree, Octon Baby, you know, that big band. So I typed in U2 and it brought me to like, you know, Bono's page, you know. But it said no, you got to go to YouTube. It's like, okay, so I went to YouTube and apparently they have videos, a bunch of videos. You won't find any of my videos there yet. One day you might.
It's the longest set I've ever heard in my life. Continue.
My half-hour HBO comedy special.
1984. You and Whoopi Goldberg.
Did it at Doug's Comedy Hub in Oshkosh.
You'll be on the Laugh Factory at
Yeah. So yeah, you go to YouTube and you go to youtube.com / Simplistic Reviews and you put the number 1 at the end. You can find videos of these guys. They're hilarious. And those are the big things that these guys are cooking up here. You know, they're doing good things. And you got another thing. They got this other thing called Slaughter Film, and they do a collaboration with those guys. They do reviews back and forth, and they're on this other thing called the Lamb Cast. Apparently, it's a cast of lambs. There's a bunch of lambs lambing around, buying sheep, something like Bob.
Okay, that's enough. Get the hook.
Get the hook. It's like, hey, let go of me. You know who I am?
I'm Mo Green.
I'm Spencer Lamille.
Oh my God! All right, well, for 1984 stand-up comic Matthew Stewart.
Who knows about 1987 albums?
and Olaf the Snowman, Justin Polizzi.
Well, this is time.
I'm time-traveling William Shatner. Merry Christmas, everybody. That was the longest set. I mean, Jerry Seinfeld's like, hey.
It's like we had to bump Jerry Seinfeld for.
We had to bump. Sorry, Jerry. This Schlemiel guy was on the fucking stage for 2 hours. Trying to break Dave Chappelle's record from the future.
I heard about Dave Chappelle.
This Dave Chappelle kid.
I didn't know they let blacks do comedy.
Oh, hey, easy there, easy. Their life's funny enough. Oh, hey, oh.
Thanks for listening to the Simplistic Reviews Podcast. Christmas is a time for miracles, and it's certainly a miracle you've listened this far. I almost feel obligated to give you a Christmas gift for your patience / masochism. Fine. Clarence gets his wings and lets George live again. Rudolph's deformity helps save Santa's ass. Scrooge learns to love Christmas and helps out a cripple. The Grinch gives back the gifts and his heart grows 3 sizes. Some crazy old man actually named Kris Kringle is set free to walk the streets. Clark gets his bonus after kidnapping his boss. Jake Lloyd gets his Turbo Man doll but gives it to Sinbad out of guilt for being a horrible Anakin Skywalker. Ralphie gets his BB gun but shoots his eye out. And John McClane kills Hans Gruber and reconnects with his wife. There. I just saved you like 19 hours. Happy holidays.
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?